Hello, beloveds. How are you? So, way back in divinity school, which is now more than a couple of decades ago for me, I was given this book to read by Ronald Heifetz called Leadership Without Easy Answers. And that is where I first learned about these terms, a technical change and an adaptive change, or a technical problem and an adaptive problem. A technical problem is setting a bone that's been broken. An adaptive problem is having to make a change in the way we see the world and in our perspective and in our habits of living, really. Like when we face a really significant loss or illness or something huge. And we're in the midst, I guess it's pretty obvious, we're in the midst of a huge time that requires adaptive change. And we're truly in it now. We're not just anticipating it, we're in this time that's asking all of us to adapt, to stretch our minds and hearts wide open, as painful as that is, and to seek new ways of being in relationship with each other in order to address the most critical, harmful behaviors, policies, and types of leadership that we're experiencing right now. So one of the things that I was thinking about is solidarity. And I'm getting some of this from trying to learn from Deepa Iyer, who has a wonderful organization that works with various movement groups to try to understand how to be productive and effective and powerful, because we come together to build our power and to have our voices heard. I'm thinking about how there was power in the collaboration and the uprising of voices that spoke to corporations over the what was it called, the temporary removal of Jimmy Kimmel's TV program, and how that was turned around because enough people spoke up. And I'm thinking about how, yes, it's crucial that we maintain freedom of speech for everyone and nonviolent freedom of speech. How attacking artists and comedians is a classic authoritarian move because it tries to control what we are able to hear and how we think and what perspectives we're able to imagine, and whether we can find joy and humor and distance from the fear and the difficulty, the horrors that we're witnessing. Yes, really, really important. And what an incredible example of people coming together and having some power. Can we turn that towards the even more tragic, the even more alarming horrors that are happening right now? The disappearance of people in the immigrant community, the othering and attacks on healthcare and on trans people, and the gun violence that is taking lives too soon, and that is never, ever a solution. So adaptive change, which means settling in, right? Settling in for the long haul, listening to people who have more experience than I do, listening to my beloved teachers and mentors who come from the most impacted communities, who've been seeing a lot of these behaviors throughout history and have been part of the resistance, for a long, long time and had impact, right? Have helped create some of the most beautiful parts of history in this country and elsewhere in the world. So it's not that we're without models. It's not that we're alone. It's not that we're powerless. It's that we need to accept that we're in this period of time and we're going to come together and make a difference. Oh, I don't know how to put it. I've been trying to say this now for over half an hour. And I am just one humble voice, that's for sure. Anyway, maybe the most important thing I have to offer is that I love you, and I'll see you soon.